stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Nah, he's strategic. He's setting guys up. He been boxing since a little kid, just like I've been boxing since a little kid. And you can tell, like, with the experience. Even with his last fight with Frank Martin, you can see Frank Martin was more so an amateur. Like, the experience he got is not on the level of, like, Tank.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, celebrated for his explosive power and precision, is rigorously preparing for his rescheduled showdown with Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025, at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. Every aspect of his disciplined daily routine showcases his relentless drive for greatness, reflecting a champion's unwavering focus and dedication to achieving excellence in the ring.
Stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Tank all day, baby. Tank all day. Easy work. Easy work. My money goes to baby.
All right, guys. Right in the front, right here. Get the front rest there.
Easy work, Tank.
Come on, back down here, please.
Right here.
Shoulder to the face.
Back to the camera in the back. Go in the back line.
Davis starts his day before dawn routine around 11 a.m., beginning with a liter of water to rehydrate and boost his metabolism. Next, he spends 15 minutes on light yoga and stretching to improve flexibility and ready his body for the day's challenges. He keeps this time distraction-free, staying focused on his goals and setting the tone for a productive day ahead.
Yeah, you don't even sit because you moved in off the line.
Davis starts his training in the boxing gym, focusing on skill development. He spends 3 rounds on shadow boxing to sharpen his technique and movement. Next, he works on footwork drills for agility and balance, followed by a 15-minute jump rope session to boost coordination and endurance.
There you go. Get that. Good. Jay.
He moves to the speed bag, sharpening his rhythm and timing, followed by double-in bag drills to perfect accuracy. Next, it's heavy bag rounds for power. Each round lasts 3 minutes, with 1-minute rests, mimicking real fight conditions to build stamina, endurance, and mental toughness.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning, if I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
Okay.
So I do it for myself, but I do it for the people with me. My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They
don't
gonna
bring 'em.
celebrate with me. You hear
Don't
me?
bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna-
on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops. Oh.
On the
shake
what?
out. On my
On the
on
what?
my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my
Pop,
kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap.
A key part of Davis's training focuses on teamwork with his trainers, blending combination drills to boost offense and defensive exercises to sharpen reflexes. Head movement drills refine his ability to dodge punches, while counterpunching hones his reaction to opponents. He also works on timing, range control, and angle cutting, creating a well-rounded skill set that ensures he's technically sharp and ready for any challenge.
Some people just go away and be
But you specifically.
me. First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside. So I just be in the gym and home.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this.
Davis recently shared his reaction to Tyson Fury's unconventional training camp ritual. Known for his eccentric methods, Fury revealed a unique practice that sparked buzz in the boxing community. Davis, when asked about it, admitted he was surprised and amused, acknowledging that while fighters have their own ways, Fury's approach was especially unexpected.
I hear a lot of boxers do weird things during camp.
What?
I've heard like Tyson Fury said he beats off 7 times a day.
What?
Because he wants to keep his like testosterone going. And then Marquez, when he was training to fight Floyd, he would drink his own pee. Do you have anything that you like to do during camp, like to help you get into that mode?
Nah.
Not like that.
Nah, I think he probably be bull crapping. Like,
You think so?
yeah.
He said it's like a scientific thing because like he feels like it gets his testosterone level and he can then carry that into the ring and like be the toughest version of himself.
Man. Sex make you weak.
No legs.
Yeah, it make you
That's
weak.
what I thought.
Yeah.
You have no legs after that. I don't
He's
know.
crazy, bro.
It makes it impressive. If he does actually do that and then
Yeah.
is the fighter that he is, that's impressive.
He's freak nasty.
That's some real freak shit.
Davis's training is guided by his trusted coach, Calvin Ford, who has played a vital role in shaping his career. Ford takes a well-rounded approach focusing on physical fitness, technical mastery, and mental strength to prepare Davis.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. Then I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it, you know what I'm saying? And he get to a point, you all right?
Yeah.
It work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
In interviews, Ford emphasizes the crucial role of discipline and consistency in Davis's training routine. He customizes sessions to amplify Davis's strengths, like his explosive power and agility, while addressing weaknesses to build a well-rounded skill set. Ford's approach includes intense sparring, strategic game planning, and nurturing a resilient mindset. This comprehensive training philosophy ensures Davis is ready to face the unique challenges each opponent brings to the ring.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're going to execute it, and we're going to get the
Move
results.
move that head, bob and weave, bob and weave.
Hey, that go both ways.
That go both ways.
Bob and weave.
Tank, what is Lamont going to learn March 1st inside that ring here at Barclays Center?
Bob and weave, bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
He's in what?
You got bob and weave, job, bob and weave.
The highly anticipated Davis versus Roach fight has the boxing world buzzing, but some argue it's more about the money than delivering a truly competitive showdown fans crave.
Oh, he's doing this fight for money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times in the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial for
You're
sure.
cordial?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He cool to me.
he's cool to you.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has?
Nah, he hasn't.
He has
Yeah,
not.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
confirming that he hasn't said
He has
anything
not said
different.
anything differently. So does it confirm people's suspicion that he purposefully picked you, not only because you're cordial, but because he believes he's gonna knock you out?
They believe Tank chose Roach because he sees him as an easy win, someone he can beat without much trouble. Meanwhile, Roach is being criticized for taking the fight more for the paycheck than for the competition.
Get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're gonna beat everybody. Like, anyway, but if you're saying specifically pick me because I'm gonna be an easy cakewalk,
Yeah.
everybody in the world know that's not gonna happen. I mean, like, that's not gonna happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am gonna be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult recently shared his views on the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, voicing his disappointment over what he feels is an unfair matchup. He believes that top fighters in the division are avoiding Tank Davis, which has forced him to take on less challenging opponents like Roach.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson ducked him. Lomachenko ducked him openly. El Rayo didn't want to fight this year. He wanted to fight next year. Another thing is, I was hearing that Tank wanted it at 135 and rehydration, all kind of shit. So, but I don't know how true that is, which it wouldn't shock me if that was true. Either way, for whatever reason, El Rayo fell apart. The options were just getting diabolical. All right, I understand that. At the same time, Lamont Roach versus Tank is trash. If Devin Haney announced he was fighting Lamont Roach coming up from 130 next at 135, I'll say that is trash. Let me tell you this. To me, Gervonta is far better than Devin Haney. So it's trash, bruh. It's trash.
Lamont Roach agreed with the idea, stating that if Tank Davis were genuinely seeking a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face bigger opponents like Canelo Alvarez. However, Roach pointed out that the notion of Tank fighting Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo competes in the 168 pounds super middleweight division, far above Tank's usual weight class.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
What was that? I'm always looking for a knockout, no matter what. I'm always prepared for 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Roach makes it clear that his fight with Davis isn't about money. He sees Tank as an easy challenge, almost like a piece of cake. Roach, the 130-pound champion, points out that Tank fights at 135 pounds. He suggests that if Tank wanted a real challenge, he could have fought fighters in higher weight classes like Canelo. However, Roach dismisses the idea of Tank fighting Canelo, saying it's unrealistic since Canelo competes at 168 pounds in the super middleweight division.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in the what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135. Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
They want that man to fight Canelo, man?
They do.
I don't know, that's
I've
crazy.
heard a lot of people say that.
That's crazy.
Floyd Schofield, a fellow lightweight, shares his thoughts on Gervonta Davis's mindset ahead of the Roach fight. Schofield believes Tank should concentrate on his opponent rather than letting distractions like social media or personal problems divert his attention. Focus is key to success in the ring.
You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows, maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
Stephen A. Smith, a well-known sports commentator, shared his thoughts on the upcoming Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight. He believes Roach could struggle due to his size, stating that he's simply too small for the matchup. Smith thinks Davis, being the bigger fighter, may have the advantage going into the ring.
And lastly, Stephen A., last name I, of course, want to throw your way is Gervonta Davis. I know you believe in his skills.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What do you think of his fight with Roach? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Roach is too small. I think Roach is too small. And that's my issue. I'm not questioning the skill set or anything like that, but it was similar to Frank Martin. You know what I mean? This guy comes in there and you got 18 fights. And I remember watching that pre-fight press conference when he was annoying Gervonta Davis so much and he cussed by accident.
Roach confidently responds to concerns about his weight class, saying he's perfectly comfortable fighting at 130 pounds, despite critics who argue that he's too small for the division.
Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135-pounder. Everybody fights is damn near bigger than him. I think the only person that was smaller than him was Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in height and stature. He was, technically bigger than Tank too. But Tank is comfortable at 135, so I don't blame him for fighting that way. But he's not a big 35. I don't see why people like, oh, you brought up a smaller guy, woo-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. I mean, to me personally, I'm not stunned that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. They're going to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I fight at 130 because that's what I campaigned at. That's where I started my career. That's where I campaigned. That's why I worked my way up to a world title. And that's what I was going to do. My plan was always to move up to 35 and win another title. So it just happened a little, a little earlier than normal.
Yeah. But, I mean, you fought at 35 before.
Them was just, so technically, them wasn't just 35 fights. When a boxer starting their career, they don't necessarily have to make 130 pounds because we're not in title contention or none of that. So the opponents that I was getting, the opponents that were there or were available, the opponents that were selected for me were probably bigger or they just couldn't make weight.
Roach shared on his Instagram story that he's been asking me about. He said, "It wasn't me. I'm focused and locked in for March 1st in Brooklyn."
I think it's where I'm supposed to be at, honestly. I worked my ass off to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Are you excited for the upcoming Davis versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a must-watch or does it seem like a mismatch? Share your thoughts below.